And we're gonna end it with Grace's ulti with a 650k disorder, man. How good is this team, dude? Hello, internet! And today's a special day. We got Burnice, and she looks like a tank, dude, in a lot of ways. Characters in Zenless, man, they're dressed out differently. And today we're in an early access showcase of Burnice, and I'll be showing you what I think to be one of the strongest team in the game. And yeah, before we start, here's a disclaimer. Everything you see here are from the Creator Experience server. The information are subject to change. Now, the first thing to showcase will be her tanks. I will show the most important part of her kit first, which will be her core skill here, right? I will summarize what you need to know. Firstly, know that heat means, like a lot of other characters, you have a bar thing. For example, Jane's bar below her icon. This is basically Burnice's bar. It's named heat. Know that at 50 heat, she'll enter the nitro fuel cocktail state, and you only exit if you hit 0. While you're in this state, Burnice will land a scorched effect on the target until she hits 0 heat. And during this state, all other squad members hitting the enemies will be applied a fire anomaly buildup and fire damage as well. Every time this activates, it costs 8 heat from Burnice. And with that, you already know her entire kit basically. You just need her to land a scorch on the enemy, swap to your teammate in order to activate your disorder effect. You don't even have to burn the enemy first, because Burnice will land a burn by having scorched on the enemy. And that'll be her core skill. Here are the basic. Here's the dodge as well, which are not too important, but do give it a screenshot if you want to know. This is the chain attack and the ultimate, which isn't too crazy either. The crazy one that will be with her special attack. This is one of the main source of getting fire anomaly build up, and the most important part will be with the X special attack, which there are 2 of it here. We'll focus on the double shot though. Basically, the first one here is a single flamethrower. The double shot is a dual flamethrower. You can activate a double shot by either hold the basic and then instantly hold E, or you can use E once and then hold E again to turn that single flamethrower into a double flamethrower. Do give it a read if you need. Basically, you just do a lot of fire damage and a lot of fire anomaly build up. And there you go. That's all she does really. And here we have the equipment itself as well. We got a flame shaker. This is her own, which, considering you drain a lot of energy by using her flamethrowers, you really want this energy regen. It's a really good weapon for her. And yeah, there's a lot more increase to anomaly proficiency by 50. It's a really good weapon. And these are the individual drive discs as well. I'm using the Chaos Jazz with 2-piece swing jazz, which should be perfectly set up for her. And of course, I'm sitting with 0. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, be sure eyes on not actually the best team, but at least it's the most perfect team. We're pairing Burnice with Grace and Rena as well. The reasoning behind this team would be that Disorder's damage actually gain the most value if you're using either electric, fire, or ether element. You can use ice or physical, which say with Jane. However, the way Disorder works, it's not that valuable to have an instantaneous dot damage like physical dot to be applied Disorder with. It's a lot of nerdy stuff. Just know that with Burnice and Grace, you get a lot of Disorder with maximum value. And with Rena, well, we're gonna get some pen ratio, guys. And away we go. And yeah, let's just start. We're facing level 70 enemies, but I'll just tell you the team that's the strongest though. It would just be this Burnice team, but instead you have Jane. And the reason is mostly because Jane's too good. But yeah, we'll start with Rena, and I'll try and play normally and try my best to explain what's happening on screen. So we'll start with Rena, get our buff, right? Then we're gonna go to Burnice, use our charged attack into the double flamethrower right here. Instantly come to the, electro anomaly, and boom, done. 400k anomaly. That is how you play Burnice, right? And let me just finish these mobs really quickly. Go to Rena again, back to Burnice. We're gonna do a charged attack into our chain attack. I just wanted to get a Grace, but that's 600k disorder, baby. Look at anomalies, man. They're just way too good. Back over to Rena. I want to get there we go, a perfect parry in and into the double flamethrower by holding my E, and I'm just gonna tank everything because I can. Let me do a charged attack as well into my hold for a double flamethrower again. Now go over to Grace for my electric anomaly, and look at this disorder damage, 354k, baby. That is how you play this team. And that's pretty much it. I've showed you everything you gotta know about this team, I think. Let me use my E real quick. Get over to freaking Burnice again, hold the charged attack into the double flamethrower, get my heat up above 50, and then go over to Grace, get the disorder in again, which should happen soon. There we go, 400k, man. And now that you're broken, we are going to destroy you. Go back to Grace, we'll get our lightning damage in. Go to Rena now, get the buff up again, and finally we'll end with Burnice. And with her chain attack, you want to just hold E again right after you get a double flamethrower, and boom, they're almost max. We get this order again, 230k done. And we're gonna end it with Grace's ulti with a 650k disorder, man. How good is this team, dude? And yep, there we go. That's how you use this team, guys. We're gonna end this very quickly. You have like just a bit of health left. Come on now, just die. There we go, done. And that took 2 minutes and 1 second. It is a pretty fast team considering I'm kind of like sidetracked trying to explain what's on screen. And yeah, you can tell the value there, right? You're trying to get all the lightning anomaly with fire anomaly to happen as much as possible alternately, right? When you have a fire anomaly, you want to apply lightning to get disorder and vice versa. As long as you can get a bunch of anomalies on and get the disorder in, this is mainly how you're going to do more damage with Burnice. And I've shown you the main combo already. You want to just hold your charged attack into holding your E. That's your double flamethrower. Otherwise, you can only use a singular flamethrower, which is just a bit worse, right? And that is how you play the most perfect team. But what about the strongest team though? Because Jane herself is too good. Well, I'll show you now. Ladies and gentlemen, the strongest Burnice team right now, probably. You're using Caesar to just get some debuffs in. You're using Burnice to get the burn in for Jane to activate the disorder. Now, this isn't exactly perfect because if Jane lands the physical anomaly and Burnice activates the disorder that way, it's still a lot of damage. It's just not perfect, right? So that's why this team is not quite so perfect, but numerically, it's just gonna be the strongest team because Jane is too broken anyway. And away we go. Now, I'm not gonna explain too much more how the team works because you probably know this will just be more gameplay, alright? I feel like this will be how I'm gonna like shape my videos and stuff. Right, I'm gonna go with the E now. Burnice goes in. Use my hold into a double flamethrower. Now go over to Gosh Guard, you know, my mouse, and get some 500k disorder action in, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. And just like that, we got him. Back over to Caesar against the boss. We'll get some perfect parries in, and let me parry you one more time if you let me. Attack me. There we go. Perfect parry into Burnice, into the double flamethrower. I want to get my fire anomaly up if I can. Do it one more time, actually. I feel like I could. There we go. Now attack me. Go back to the mouse. And now we have maximum everything. Let's go for E. Activate our DPS window, baby. Look at that disorder damage just then, right? 480k down. Back over to Caesar. We're gonna go over to the mouse first, actually. And now we're going to end it with Burnice. We're going to land our burn up again, right? So here comes the chain attack. I can just go into the double flamethrower right away. There we go with disorder again. Now, back over to the mouse. We're going to use our, you know, all our skills. Why not? Let's hold our basic attack. I mean, yep, the charge attack. Oh, it's so hard to commentate, man. So many things going on. But I think we can just burst this boss down at this rate. No? Bang. Yep, we're almost there, guys. This character is totally fair. Final charge attack. I think we're gonna evade a couple of times. One more physical anomaly, and I think we got him. 366k from Jane Doe. And that took a minute 30. Holy shit, this character is not okay. Although in terms of design, disorder is supposed to work better with like the electric ether and fire anomalies. But yeah, who cares when Jane can just dunk like way more damage anyway. And that is how the teams are played. We're gonna solo real quick with Kaleda. She died horribly. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what you can expect from Burnice. Her entire role is to just be a fire anomaly character, which is expected. That's her job. She's been doing it well. With the fire and the electric duo of Burnice and Grace, what happens is that they'll maximize the value of disorders, but the fact is Grace is not like, say, at the level of Jane, right, in terms of damage for sure, and hence why like you could just use Jane paired with Burnice and still kill everything. After all, Grace is a standard character. However, though, that Jane team that I showed is certainly not perfect for Burnice. The perfect version would be someone of Jane's caliber, but is like of the ether element or of the electric element. But who cares? If you have a Jane man paired that with Burnice, you get an unbelievable team. As a conclusion though, should you be pulling Burnice? Now the thing to note about her is that she isn't like the support character that you can use everywhere like say Caesar can. So yeah, you really have to keep in mind what your team composition is with Burnice. One of the teams that's pretty good would be a pure fire team with Soldier 11. Both of them are gonna activate fire, the fire anomaly, so you are gonna do more damage with Burnice as well. But say if you're like an Ellen Joe main, well, Burnice is probably not gonna do too well in that team. Not that you can't use it, it just doesn't make too much sense. Currently the meta is really heavy on anomalies, so we don't know what's gonna happen, but in the future, if they release a really strong anomaly character as well, to say take Grace's spot, you know, a really strong anomaly character with the ether or the electric element, that is when you might regret not getting Burnice. So think about that, right? But do you need her to beat any content though? Well, no, you kind of don't need anyone to beat anything. So hey, you know what? Actually, this is the one character that I would say pull if you love her. Her performance is great if you have a good team for her, but she's just not the character that you can like act as a Caesar and just use everywhere, right? And that'll be all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed and take care.